Hi friends, I'm CA Balaji. In continuation of the topic supply under GST, in this video I will be discussing more about supply. Under CGST Act 7, subsection 1, supply of goods is effected when it is made with consideration and also it is in the course or furtherance of business. If consideration is not paid, we need to refer Schedule 1. The above points are also applicable to services. In addition, for services, supply includes importation of services for a consideration whether or not in the course or furtherance of business. So, under section 7.1, important points to be noted are what is goods, what is services, what is consideration, what is business, and what is Schedule 1. We will look into first 4 points elaborately in this video. The definition of goods and services. Goods defined section 2 subsection 52 of the CGST Act means every kind of mobile property other than money and securities but includes actionable claims, growing crops, grass or things attached to or forming part of land which are agreed to be served before supply or under the contract of supply. So to qualify as a goods, it should be a mobile property, it should not be a money or securities, and it should be actionable claim. Actionable claim example is insurance policy. In case of growing crops, grass or things attached to or forming part of land, it should be served before supply. Otherwise, it will not be considered as goods. Next, we will see about services. Services defined section 2, subsection 102 of the Act means other than goods, money and securities, but includes the services of money exchanger and also it includes services of brokerage on securities. Next, we will see about the definition of consideration. Consideration defined section 2, subsection 31 of the Act, which means any payment made or to be made, whether in money or otherwise, the monetary value of any act or forbearance, whether or not voluntary. Forbearance means a postponement. For what it should be paid? It should be paid in respect of, in response to, or for the inducement of the supply of goods or services. By whom it should be paid? It should be paid by the recipient of supply or by any other person on behalf of him. What is not included under consideration? Any subsidy provided by the central or state government is not included under the term consideration. Also, a deposit will not be considered as a consideration unless otherwise it is applied towards consideration by the supplier. Next, we will see about business. Business is defined section 2, subsection 17 of the Act. Any trade, commerce, manufacture, profession, vocation, adventure, wager or any similar activity, whether or not it is for pecuniary benefit. Pecuniary benefit stands for monetary benefit. So, in other words, even if it is carried out for non-monetary benefit, it is considered as business. Here, wager means any kind of betting like lottery, horse race, etc. Also, it includes any related or ancillary services covered by point 1. There is no connection of volume, frequency, continuity of regularity of such transaction. In other words, even if it is a single transaction, it is considered as business. Also, business includes supply or acquisition of goods including capital assets and services in connection with commencement or closure of business. Also, any provision made by a club, association, society, any such body to its members for the consideration or for subscription. Admission for any consideration of person to any premises also considered as business. Also, service provided by a person as holder of an office which has been accepted by him in the course or furtherance of his trade, profession or vocation is also considered as business. Example, chartered accountant services, advocacy services. Activities of race club also included. And also it includes activity or transaction undertaken by the central government, state government or local authority in which they are engaged as a public authorities. With this, we have come to the conclusion of this video. In next video, we will see more about supply. Thank you so much. You can reach me out at CA Balaji J 1taxpointindia@gmail.com. Also, you can visit my blog, One Tax Point India blogspot.com. Thank you.